Hello queens, welcome to the video. This is for the queens mostly, but kings can listen. This video we will be discussing periods.
Legendary Leilani.
So periods are something that most women get and is a pain to most women. So I will be discussing how to be comfy, what you should get, what brands of pads to use, how to apply different things, and symptoms, and I don't know what to call them. Like, maybe are they called diseases or like diagnosis you may have, like PCOS and endometriosis. I don't know if I said that right. Endo. I'm gonna just call it endo for this video. Endometriosis, I think is what it's called. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about all of that, remedies, and yeah, let's just get into it. I got my notes down so I could I wrote down stuff. That was awkward. Anyway, let's talk about what you should get. So first of all, of course, you need pads. If you like pads, get pads. If you like tampons, get tampons. If you like menstrual cups, get menstrual cups. Or if you like period diapers, get period diapers. And if you want to free bleed, then free bleed. It's your body, your choice. You do whatever you want. Okay? Now, what else? I would say wear loose clothing. Now, for me, I'm discussing this video because I'm on day 1 today. So I feel like it's a good way to like express my feelings in a video talking about periods when I'm on day 1, because you get your raw emotions out. Because everybody knows day 1, 2, and 3 is the worst days. The worst days. Fluffy pajama pants. Fluffy and loose clothing. Loose clothing. Do not wear tight clothes. You will not be able to breathe, and it will just make your period so uncomfortable. Wearing fluffy, loose pajama pants helps a lot. It makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel safe. Heating pads. I would say getting 2 different types. One for at home and a portable one for when you go. Because I'm starting work. I've been working. So this period will be my first time working and periods, and I have nothing for on the go. So I'm going to have to take medicine with me or something. So I would say get a portable one and one for at home. The ones at home, you can just plug it in your wall, put it on your tummy. There's some on Amazon where it's like a full bed one. Like, I would go on Amazon and just search up heating pads and look at the reviews. Always look at the reviews, because they let you know if it's good or not. Now, what else I would get? Now, if you can't afford a heating pad or anything like that, warm water bottle. Get a water bottle. Well, get a cup of water or put it in the microwave. Put it in a water bottle. Boom, warm water bottle. You can do a warm towel. Some people like warm towels. You put it in the microwave and put it on your tummy. Or people do a warm sock. I've seen where they put rice in the sock, tie the sock up, put it in the microwave for a few, and then they use that. That's for people who cannot get a heating pad. If you cannot get a heating pad, those are good choices to go by. Warm blankets. Get fuzzy blankets, warm blankets, big blankets. Get blankets, because you would want to lay in your bed and curl up in a ball all day, and that's something you should do. Drinking lots of water. I know it's like everybody says that, drinking a lot of water, but I promise you, drinking water helps. Drinking water helps. Drinking tea helps. Raspberry tea. People say drink raspberry tea before your period. I did it once, and my period wasn't that bad that one time. Snacks. Snacks. Most girls love chocolate on their period. Me personally, I love chocolate any other time than on my period. Sorry if I keep going off to the side. I'm getting my tissue because my allergies are bad today. Snacks. Salty snacks. Get whatever snacks you like. People say always get chocolate. It really depends on you. Chocolate sometimes doesn't work for me on my period. Now, pills. I would suggest Midol. Midol used to work for me, but it doesn't work for me as much anymore. I've heard of magnesium. People say magnesium is good. There's these raspberry pills. I have to look into that. But magnesium I've heard is really good for people on their period. I have to try it. I don't know. And there's something else that starts with a P. I'm not sure what it was because I don't like it because it didn't work for me. Anyway, moving on. Period panties. Get you some period panties. You do not want to mess up your good Victoria's Secrets. You don't want to mess up all your good panties. Get you some period panties. There's some literally called period panties on Amazon, at Walmart, at Target. Just go get you some period panties, and those will be your period panties for when you're on your period. Wipes. Get you some wipes. Because tissue sets you up for failure. Get you some wipes. Wipe first, then use tissue, because wipes just save your life. And make sure you get, I don't know. I would say get flushable wipes, but when I read into it, people say there's no such thing as flushable wipes. Just dispose of your wipes in a bag when you use it. And yeah, in the trash bag. Just dispose of it well. Now that, speaking of bags, we need to get us a period bag. My allergies are so bad. I need to take my Benadryl. Yeah, I gotta take my Benadryl. But, get you a bag. A bag for your products, like for your wipes, your pills, your pads, tampons, whatever you use. You just need a period bag. I promise you, getting you like a little clutch or something, like a little, I don't know, like a small bag. Don't just put it in your purse, because I promise you, it's like embarrassing when your pads and stuff fall out your bag. It just saves you more time. Now, let's talk about, I'm going to take these after the video, applying pads. Because when I got of age, I was in a situation where my mom wasn't here. So it was just me. And I didn't know how to do anything, and nobody taught me. Now, for you guys' cases, you got the internet. You got TikTok. You got YouTube. You got Google. All of those help you. All of those show you how to do it. But today I will put pictures up for each one I will put up. So putting on a pad, what you do is you get a pad. You unwrap it all the way. You pull the pad out. For certain people, there's pads with wings, and then there's pads without wings. Wings are on the inside and you have to rip the paper off. I suggest pads with wings if you have a heavy flow. If you have a heavy flow, pads with wings are a lifesaver. So you pull the pad off. If you have wings, pull the other paper off. You get your panties. If your panties are on, which they should be on. If they're not, we gotta talk about something. So you put them on. You look down. You see your panties. You put the pad on. The bigger part, the bigger part of the pad, it goes in the back. People say there's not a bigger part of the pad. There is a bigger part of the pad. You put the bigger part on the back, in the back of your panties. Now, if you look at your panties, there should be 2 lines in the middle. Those are the 2 lines where your hoo-ha is. You basically place the pad in the middle of that. And that's basically it. If you have wings, you flap the wings on. You pull the wings down and it tucks on your panties. It would be a picture up and it explain it to you more. Now for tampons, I hate tampons. I do not like them, but there are people who love tampons. And no hate to people who do like tampons, but tampons don't work for me. They make my life awful. For tampons, I only use them for a certain amount of time, but when I did, you pull the wrapper off, you grab the little, it should be two parts. It's like, how rude of them. It's like the circular part where the tampon is, and then there's like, a two part. So, you are sitting down, and you are putting the tampon in the hole. There's only one hole it should fit in, not your butt. So you put it there, not the butt hole, but the other one. You put it down, and you push the little two part in. It will be a picture of it that explains it more than I am, because I only use tampons like 3 times, and that's it. I do not like them. And then when you're done pushing it in, not too far, you pull back, and there should be a string left. The string is fine. You leave it there. It's supposed to be there. And some people like wearing tampons and pads together, and some people are just, I'm gonna just wear a pad. Or I'm gonna just wear a tampon. It's really up to you and your period. A menstrual cup, I will have a photo up there. I've never used one, so from what I've heard is you have to pinch the cup, and then it's kind of like exactly like a tampon, kind of. You pinch the cup and you put it in, is what I've heard. There would be a picture of how to do that on my screen. It will show you how to do it and how long you should leave it in. For pads, you should change your pads every 3 to 4 hours. Some people say 2 hours. I say 3 to 4 because that's what most people do. That's what I've read, 3 to 4. Same for tampons, 3 to 4. Don't leave your pads on. That's not healthy. It's not good for your pH. Now, how to wear a period diaper. You just slap that sucker on. You just pull them up like some panties and you wear it. Just wear it. You pull it up like some panties. And then you're done. That's it. You can wear a period diaper on its own, or you can wear a period diaper and panties. Whatever fits your macho. Whatever is good for you. Now, let's talk about remedies. I'm sorry if it's loud because they are mowing the grass on a very odd day. Oh, first, before we talk about remedies, I'm gonna suggest the type of pads I use. I use Always, and I use Overnight Always for all of my periods because I'm a heavy flow. The rest of the Always pads don't work for me. The type of pads I use are the purple Always pads. They are overnight pads, and I use them for the day and night. I don't care if they're for the night or the day, but none of the other pads work for me. The only time I use orange is when they don't have purple at the store. So I use purple Overnight Always pads. They work for heavy flow people, and sometimes they don't even work for that. And if you can't get the purple ones, I would suggest the orange ones. There's a trick going around where you could put 2 pads, one in the front and one in the back. Like you put it, it's like a crossover type thing. I had to look into that more. If you do want to know about it, I would go on TikTok and look up putting on 2 pads. Putting on 2 pads. Look it up. Remedies. Pills, I suggest people take ibuprofen. People take magnesium, Midol. They take, I don't know. That's all I've heard of. And there's this other one that starts with B I told y'all about, but it don't work for me. And there's also a raspberry pill, but I'm not sure what that's called. I would look up pills to take on my period. And make sure you do thorough research. Don't just go off the first video you see. Because some people are crazy. Warm showers. Sometimes warm showers don't work for everybody. Cold showers may work for you. Warm showers may work for somebody else. It really depends on you and your body and your period. I've also heard of people using ice instead of heating pads. It really just depends on you. Fitness. People may think that it's a lie that fitness does not help you. I promise. Fitness helps on your period. If you are active and you are moving and you do fitness every day, I promise you, it helps. It helps. It helps. Yoga and stretching. Stretching and yoga helps when you like in those ball up curled moments. Just go on YouTube, go on TikTok, look up period stretch yoga remedies, and I promise you some of them work in like the craziest moments. I promise you they work. Taking vitamins. You supposed to take vitamins every day. If you do not take vitamins every day, then you are enabling yourself. I've heard of people who've taken vitamins every day and their periods pains is gone completely. That's it. No more period pains ever. I do not take vitamins. I need to get onto the train. So I've heard vitamins is good. Bananas, apple cider vinegar, and honey ginger tea along with raspberry tea. All good for your period. I've heard I've heard coffee isn't good for when you're on your period. I heard it cramps you up more. So I would look out for coffee because I love coffee and I don't want none of that. And one day when I did drink coffee on my period, that was the worst day of my life. I promise you. Melatonin. Taking melatonin at night, you will have the best sleep. I promise you. And just a self-care day in general. Like, just self-care for you in general. It just makes you feel better. It makes it feel like your period's not even there anymore. I promise you. Just do a self-care day. It just makes you feel pretty. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel better. Now, things for me that didn't work on my period, wearing strong scented stuff or being by strong scented stuff. I've noticed when I put on strong scented perfume, the smell, when it goes down, it's like, get away from that. I will make you curl up into a ball. Like that, like, strong smells for me on my period, it's a no for me. I don't know if that's for anybody else, but like, pay attention to your body. Like, if your body says no, then no. Alright, so let's talk about PCOS. So if you have any of this stuff, PCOS, endometriosis, or I don't know how to say it, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If I am, then oh well, y'all know what I'm talking about. So if you have any of these things, please go to a doctor, preferably a female one, because sometimes male doctors don't understand, and that's maybe a male thing, but I would suggest going. If they say there's nothing they can do and there's like they send you back, keep going. This stuff is serious. If you think you have any of this, you need to go to a doctor, especially endometriosis. I've heard things. I'm going to get to that, but let's talk about PCOS. The symptoms of PCOS is facial hair loss, being tired all day but can't sleep at night, like being tired during the day, like, and then when you get to nighttime, it's time for bed, you can't even sleep. Cravings of carbs and sugar, dark spots like on your neck, like you know how you have some dark spots, like a patch on your neck or on your body, like any dark spots, like that's a sign. being tired even when you got a full 8 hours of sleep, hair loss, adult acne, irregular periods, weight gain, having cysts on your ovaries, and fertility issues. Those are all signs of PCOS. There's way more. You can look it up. You can go into it and check and see if you have PCOS. Now for endometriosis. Heavy periods, being in pain on your periods, like extreme pain. Pain in your pelvic or rectal area. I forgot how to pronounce this one. I think it's called edema. Yeah, it's called edema. It's like having water in your ankles or any part of your body. Like, if it looks different than how it usually is, then it's probably edema. Bloating, being tired, painful intercourse, painful ovulation, painful periods, painful bowel movements, being not able to walk or do anything. Like, if you can't walk or do anything, you may have it. Migraines, being not able to eat, and pre-cramping. Pre-cramping is like before your period even starts, you're cramping days before that. Like, cramping like you have your period, but you're not even bleeding. So if you have any of that, I would suggest going to a doctor. Now, for me, when I was little, I believe I did have endometriosis. I'm probably butchering that word. And I don't know if I still have it now. I should probably go to a doctor and check that out. But I do believe I had it when I was small, because I remember distinctly when I first started my period, I couldn't walk. I was hunched over walking. And all the stuff that was up there, I'm pretty sure I went through. It was painful. And I remember I had to go to a doctor, and they gave me like these big pills, and I took them. And like every once in a while, my periods are like excruciating and painful. But yeah, if you have any of that, I would go see a doctor and make sure you just check it out. Make sure you're okay, and if a doctor keeps telling you no, go to a different one. Like, I want you to make sure you do not have any of this, and you are getting the help that you need. Because I've heard that endometriosis, I've heard that sometimes it causes problems with pregnancies, like you can only have a certain amount of kids and stuff like that. Like, I would definitely go see a doctor if you think you have any of these symptoms. And yeah, that's the talk. That's the talk about periods. For men, this is for the men part of the video. So if you have a boyfriend, you have a brother, you have a dad, you have any of these, bring them to the video. Men, if you are around women, which you are, if you have a girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your friend, if they are going through their periods, just be a gentleman about it. Do not sit there like we are at our grown age, at our ages, making fun of them. Do not make fun of women who have their periods. If you see them and they are bleeding in the hallway, do you see blood on their pants? Don't sit there and laugh at them with your friends. Go to her and be like, hey, do you need my jacket? You got something on the back of your pants. That goes for women too. Don't be sitting here making fun of these girls. We are all supposed to be united and together. You need to tell them if they are leaking or anything. Like, just be a good person. Do not sit there and make fun of them. It's not funny. It's not cool. You're not getting cool points. You may think you're being cool, and you're, like, it's just not. It's disgusting. If you're a guy, like, it never hurts to carry a pad or a tampon around. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want, like, you never know who may need it. Women, you never know who may need it. Just be a helpful hand, and if they're going through something, just be like, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Like, being there for women. Because It's painful for certain women. Like, some women only has their periods for 3 days. Some women have them for 7 days. Some of them have months on their periods. Months on their periods. So just be there for them, and they might, like, they go through pain. So just being a helpful hand and being kind in general will help women out. And just don't laugh at them. Be a nice person, and, just be there for them. That's all. That's all. But yeah, that's it for period video and anything of that sort. If you guys want another video on death on period video, or like different hygiene, health, or anything, I can do that too. But for now, bye.